Howdy folks, welcome to China. Shut the
Ah, screw it. Let's just do the intro thing.
If anything, it's even worse.
Yay.
And passed out for a little bit. I'm tired, I'm grumpy, just spent way too much money. That was a bit too healthy. This heat.
Well, alright then. Enough of that silliness. The point of this channel is you're going to be watching me turning this shell into a fully kitted out apartment with all the bells and whistles and some cool surprises along the way. Nothing left out. You'll see me succeed, you'll see me fail, you'll see me laugh, and hopefully only a little bit of crying. As you heard me say in the beginning, we are in China. I definitely couldn't afford a place this nice in the UK. Heck, I could barely afford it here. So, we're going to be doing this on a pretty tight budget. As tight as I can manage anyway. And that's about it. I guess we should get on with it, shouldn't we? I do have a small apology to make before we begin. The first few videos are filmed in portrait mode because I'm pretty rubbish as a cameraman. But I promise I do get a little bit better. Also, the audio isn't great in the beginning, but I do eventually fix that too. Alright, let's do it.
What? What?
Say hello to my 3 work assistants. You won't see a great deal of them in the beginning. The early work is quite noisy and maybe dangerous, but look out for them in future.
So, angle grinder. This cost about...
I don't remember.
God. So, bearing goes on like that. Cover goes on like that. Then we get the screwdriver.
The next 2 minutes are just me trying to add a guard to my brand new angle grinder, dropping several parts along the way, and having to use an electric screwdriver because that's all I have. Apart from that, not super interesting.
Good. Put yourself down the blade. Goes that way. Get yourself in. Cap. And tighten. Watch your hands. Door is going to go about here. I know it's too far in the corner, but you'll see. It's going to be okay. But first, I'm just going to drill a little pilot hole. I'm going to have to knock all of this out. So mask. I know this mask is probably a little bit overkill, but I had it, so I'll use it.
As you will see over the course of future videos, health and safety is not exactly my first consideration. I admit this is a failing, and all I can say in response is, don't do what I do. At least, not the way I do it.
Power.
This is it. The first cut. It's an exciting time for me. The official start of my renovation project. I realise it's not that exciting for you guys. It's just a poor camera angle of a fat bloke doing DIY. I can promise the camera angles will get better. The fat bloke doing DIY, that's pretty much going to stay the same.
Now, I don't actually know, apart from concrete of some kind, what this is made out of. So I'm going to get my chisel, and I'm going to do some chipping and see what we're working with. So, looks like breeze block. Makes sense?
This is a breeze block. I think it's known as a cinder block in some places, but it's basically a light, foamy kind of concrete. Pretty easy to work with. Although, as you'll see, I still managed to make it look hard.
Alright. Chisel.
Now you may or may not have been thinking, hold on, this guy kinda seems like he doesn't really know what he's doing. Now there's an important reason for that, and it's, I don't really know what I'm doing. It's the first time I've tried to knock a hole in a wall. It will be the first time I've done a great many of the things you see in the coming videos. But that's half the fun, right? We're going to learn together. If nothing else, you'll see me make a complete fool of myself. More than once. I finally come to the realization that you cannot see a damn thing from where I had that video, and I decided to move it. You're welcome, YouTube.
I think the best bet is going to be to find a couple of those breeze blocks, chisel out the mortar, and just knock it through. Maybe. I've never done this before. Yeah, let's get the angle right around, a bit bigger hole, and then see if we can knock one of these blocks out. I was worried that the sound was going to freak the dogs out, so I was going to be ready to put them back in the other room, but as you can see, they don't care in the slightest.
So, after moving the camera, I then proceeded to stand right in front of it while I cut the remainder of the wall, thus ensuring that you still have a very bad view. But don't worry, it's still not particularly exciting. I've cut out a good 30 minutes here of me messing about on the wall with the angle grinder and the chisel before, well, I'll let other me tell you.
I just remembered my SDL drill and my SDS drill that I haven't used that much. Just so happens to have a chisel attachment. So, let's see if that does a better job, shall we?
Spoiler alert, it does a much, much better job.
Like butter. Whoa. Okay, so we've got some reinforcement there. That's unexpected. Now I was hoping, assuming that this was the kind of cut-off for the support and strut, but I've just come across this, which I will show you guys. Right there, which is a little bit of rebar, like a reinforcing part. It doesn't go far, it kind of curves out and then goes back in, I think, but yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be this close. Might have to rethink my door positioning. I've already made the hole, so I'm going to continue cutting through. I mean, it's breeze block, so it can't be a supporting wall, right? Like, breeze block can't support anything. But, yeah, that little bit of rebar has surprised and confused me. Still not going anywhere. Hey, I think I've just burst through. Hey, I see daylight. Check it out. Ow. Look at that. And you know what? I think with a couple of taps, that's actually going to just come out. Well, bend the screw over. Alright, maybe not. Back to the chisel.
Who knew? When on high speed, an electric chisel sounds just like a vuvuzela.
I tell you, I feel kind of like an archaeologist breaking through to an Egyptian tomb. All right. Kind of messy, but pretty cool. Nice. So yeah, a hole. That's my first thing in this apartment. First thing I've done. As you can see, I'm losing the light a little bit. I think I'll knock it on the head for today. I just wanted to see what was in there, and tomorrow I'll come back, I'll draw out the door frame, and I'll get us in there. Mm-hmm.
Dude.
All right. So we're going to measure out the door today. I'm going to decide how far off the wall it comes. Not far, basically. And then we're going to mark it out. So let's do it. So we're going to level, a tape measure, and a chalk. Should be easy enough, right? How hard can it be? Okay, so we're going for 205 high by 85 wide.
Where did you get those dimensions from, Steve? I hear you ask. Well, I basically pulled them out of my backside. You hear me answer. Are they the same size as the other doors? No, they're not. Won't that look a little bit silly? Hopefully not. You'll have to stay tuned to find out.
23. So, not straight. Not even remotely. Don't know why I thought it would be. Sorry if you can't see that. I'm just measuring the depth, the width from the wall to this line, this arbitrary line. But that's about where we're going to start the door, because I don't know if there's going to be some kind of structural rebar in there. There's already some there, so yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I did check the plans. This is definitely not a supporting wall. This, on the other side, just here, this is a supporting wall. So here, no go. Can't cut through that. But here, no problem.
I checked the plans later on, and that turned out to be codswallop. Where those three walls meet, there is a supporting pillar, and that's a no-go, obviously. But the rest of the walls are fair game.
Which is, yeah, 25. So, down the corner. And up to, say about 210. Yeah, 210. All right. Some lovely red chalk so you can see a bit better. There we go. And level. Oh yeah.
Annoyingly, I realise here that if I place the level high enough to draw a straight line, I can't see the bubble, and therefore can't see if it's straight. I realise I need a ladder.
Yep. Gonna need some ladders. Okay. Easily done. Not easily done at all. I have to go buy ladders. I mean, obviously I'll need ladders eventually, but I wasn't planning to get them so soon. So we can do the width. Let's okay, gives you guys a better view. Stand up there. Nice and straight. Okay.
Hey Steve, I hear you shout. Why are you putting a door in here? Why isn't there one already? Great question. I have no idea. When I bought the place, they told me there was an extra room through this wall. That's all they told me. Perhaps it was intentional. They wanted to give me the choice of where to put it. Perhaps they forgot. I honestly don't know. It works out kind of okay for me because I wanted to put it in a special place. And now I can.
Now what we can do is just do it across a few times. All right. Now, I literally don't even have anything to stand on. Literally? Well, it's not figurative. Yeah, I have nothing to stand on. So, I think that's going to be pretty dangerous. So, yeah. So I've had a think, and I can probably do this without stairs. Like, I really want to try and get it at least at the start today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line as high as I can, because if it's too high, I can't see the level. And that's obviously a problem. But, okay, that's straight. That's about as high as we can go. So, we know that that's straight. All I have to do is just measure up a little bit to the height that we want. But I think that'll do. Looks pretty good. And obviously, we're not going to be finishing it for a long while, so I can finish that up with whenever we put the trim in. So yeah. So the plan is just to start off with the grinder channel, and then see if we can chisel it out. I'm not really sure how I'm going to attack it. Probably starting at the middle, then working along at sort of comfortable height. I'll have to come back when I've got the ladder, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Don't really know, never done this before. Hey. I have to get myself a smaller mask at some point. This puppy is a little bit of overkill. Makes me sweat too much. Anyway, think we're good. Not the neatest line I've ever seen, but sure, I'll get better with practice. Man, these things do steam up. Note to self, definitely buy some better glasses and a smaller mask for tomorrow. Well, we went a bit skewed at the bottom there, but it's because these goggles keep steaming up. I can't see a damn thing. But, yeah, it's a start. Then we just crack on with the chisel. I don't know if I should be going so far in. Pretty hard to pull out. I'm worried it's going to get stuck in there. But if it gets stuck, we can probably chisel it out. I'm going to keep going like this, see what happens. Well, I was right. Shouldn't have been going that far in. And I got stuck. So, I guess I'll try and wiggle it out a little bit more. If not, I'll go at it with the chisel. Nope.
Well, I'd say this video is getting a little bit long. So, tune in next time to see if I can get the chisel out of the wall. I think that's what they call a cliffhanger. Anyway, in the next video, you'll be surprised and amazed to see what I do instead of buying a ladder. No, really, you will. Well, okay, you'll be mildly interested. I hope. Anyway, watch the next video. Please. See you later. Oh, yeah, like and subscribe and all that stuff. Thanks. Bye.